really excited.
I am too.
My friend Kyle's here with me. Kyle was actually one of the first people to help teach me how to play this game. And he did it by repeatedly whooping me and whooping me and whooping me again and again.
Yeah, that doesn't happen so much anymore, I don't think.
Not as often, no. It's got a little more even, and which is fun. And it was fun. It was fun getting my butt whooped because for me, it's a good way for me to learn. I don't mind. And I told Kyle when we were learning, I was like, hey, bring like the toughest list that you can, and I want to like learn how to play at a really high level. Okay. I'm still trying to figure that part out, but one step at a time. So, what army did you bring today?
I have Virkos Soulblight, quite a few skeletons, some wolves, Belladonna Volga, and Radikar the Beast.
Hey, over here we have Lumineth. And this is really cool because Kyle actually painted most of this army. I am in the process of painting Teclis and the two heroes, but everything else that you see other than the endless spells, which actually you painted this one, I painted this one. But yeah, this was all commission painted by Kyle, so appreciate that. It's our first time getting on the channel and my very first time ever playing Lumineth. And I'm going to attempt to do that on the channel today.
Hey, there we go.
No test games, no nothing. We're just going to dive right in.
Sounds good to me.
Let's get to this.
So today I brought Soulblight Gravelords with the Virkos Dynasty. I have the Battle Regiment, so 1-drop. For my heroes, I have Radikar the Beast, I have Belladonna Volga, and the Vampire Lord as my general. He has the Driven by Death Stench command trait and the artifact of the Ulfenkarn Phylactery, so that gives the 5-up ward for my Deathless minions on my summonable units within 9 inches of him. Following that, I have 30 Skeleton Warriors. I have 20 Graveguard with great weapons, 2 units of 10 Direwolves, 3 Fellbats, and a Zombie Dragon without a rider.
Where'd the rider go?
I needed him to fill the role in the Battle Regiment. But that'll bring my point totals to 1960, so I get a triumph, so I'll have a Battle Shock save once per game. And then the spells are going to be Spirit Gale on both Belladonna and the Vampire.
Today I have Lumineth Realmlords. Subfaction is going to be Alumnia, which means my models will count as 2 on objectives. Control the Nexus is my grand strategy. We got the main man up there, Mr. Archmage Teclis. This is a work in progress. I'm about probably 50-60% done with it. Kind of getting a feel for what I want to do with the mask. So if you've never seen Teclis before, like right now it's white. I really can't decide what color I want the mask to be. It's like, do I keep it there or change the bird's color? But I kind of like the bird's color. I don't know. Moving on, we've got the Cathalar as the general. Command trait is Shaman of the Chilled Lands, Artifact Phoenix Stone, and the spell is Overwhelming Heat. And next to the Cathalar is the Light of Eltharion. I absolutely love the model. It's super cool. And of course, he hits like a truck. Moving on from there, beautifully painted by my friend Kyle here are these Dawn Riders. We've got 2 units of 5 positioned on either side of Teclis. And then on the far left, you'll see 1 unit of Orlin Wardens. And then on the very far right, we will have another unit of Wardens in the way back, along with a unit of 10 Blade Lords, one of my favorite models in this army. And in the back, you'll see some Geminids. And on the left-hand side, you will see the mirror, bringing us to an even, cool 2,000 points of Lumineth Realmlords.
Alright, so today we're playing Fountains of Frost. This is 6 objectives. The territories for each of us is the quarter.
Long quarter?
Yeah, the long quarter. The usual scoring is in place for 1, 2, and more objectives, and 2 points for your battle tactic. And then in this case, Antorian Locusts are worth 10 models for the purpose of contesting objectives. And at the start of each battle shock phase, we roll a dice for each objective that is contested by 3 or more units. And a 4-up each unit contesting the objectives suffers D3 mortal wounds, and we roll separately for each of those. So if too many guys are standing on there, they'll start taking some damage. That's it.
Let's do this thing. And you were a 1-drop, and I was a 1-drop.
Yep.
So what's the choice? Because you won the roll-off.
I did win the roll, and so I set up first. So I think, based on what I'm seeing across the table for me, nothing too much is going to happen to me. I'll let him march up the board a little bit and see what he does. So you'll take the first turn?
Let's do it. Cool. Lumineth, turn 1. We're going to do Magical Dominance as my battle tactic. We're going to roll for magic dice, and we will both get 1. That'll be indicated by those red dice. So I have 1 here. I have 2 command points. And then for spells, we're going to start off with Teclis. Teclis is out of Unbind range. And then the other casters I'm going to be casting with will also be out of Unbind range, so I won't be casting with the 2 spear units. I'll be casting with everybody else.
Sounds good.
Heroic actions before we go to the spells. I will do a command point from Teclis, and I will get it.
I'll get a command point on my Vampire Lord. No.
Okay. Start off with Teclis casting the Umbral Spell Portal. 18 inches. We're just going to bump that back a little. Are you cool with that, Kyle?
Fine by me.
That way it's not falling over. Okay, so we want Spell Portal. Then we're going to cast, as the next spell through him, Protection of Teclis and Total Eclipse. And then the last spell, I got to see what the range is on it here, but it's probably going to be the Storm of Searing White Light, but I don't know if we can reach. I think we can. Range of 18. Roll a dice for each enemy within range and visible. So, yeah, pretty far. 1, 2, oh, pretty much
Looks like
everybody
everybody.
except for the bats in the corner.
Yep.
Okay. So, on a 1, nothing happens. 2 through 4, D3. On a 5, D6. So we're just going to go down the line this way. So
Sure.
starting with those wolves, that will be D3. So that's a 3 on the wolves.
All right.
Going to the skeletons. That is also D3, which will be a 2.
Two.
The Radikar, that'll be D6. 1.
One.
The little guy, nothing. Belladama, that's also D6. And a 5 on that one.
Nice.
And then the last unit of wolves, that'll be D3. That is 1.
All right.
So now you got ward saves.
All right, yeah, so the phylactery on my Vampire Lord will allow everybody within 9 who's using Deathless Minions to have a 5-up ward. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. The 2 wounds on the skeletons on a 5-up, taking 2. 2 wounds on Radikar, or I'm sorry, 1 on Radikar. He will save it. I have 3 over here on the wolves. They'll be outside of the range, so 6 up. Taking 3, I'll lose a wolf and a half. And Belladama is able to transfer the wounds over to the wolves.
Cool.
She has like a bodyguard ability. And that is...
I love the idea of bodyguard wolves. Like
Yeah.
they're just jumping in front of the magic.
Yeah, exactly. So on a 3-up, that wound or mortal wound is allocated to the wolves instead.
Nice.
So I'll go ahead and do that with her 5. Again, she's outside the range of that phylactery though, so 6s. I'm sorry, 3-ups. So
Threes,
she'll
yeah.
take 1, and then the wolves will take 4. And then they will have their own ward of 1, which they will fail. So I will have 2.5 wolves dead over here, and Belladonna will take a wound.
Cool. You're all done with your ward saves?
I think so.
All right. Do you need some wound counters? You
I'm
got it.
good.
Okay. So we go to the Cathalar. Get a +1 from Teclis on this for Mystic Shield. That will fail with a 4. So we're not going to do anything with that. We'll go to these guys. They're going to do Power of Hish. They will get that on an 8. And then I have to add to that, because if I don't, I'll fail my battle tactic.
What is that?
The cast on the Cathlar.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I had a 4, and it was a
2, or it was a 2 and a 1 with a +1. So if I roll a 1 on this...
No, you can fail to cast spells. They can't be unbound.
Oh, it can't be unbound.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I was like, oh no. So we'll have Power Hish over here, and then Power of Hish over here.
Yep.
That's good. It's a 5, 6 with the Techless bonus. Because 4 plus 1's 5 plus 6, yeah. So good there. So, yeah, did I do my 4th spell?
Yes.
I did Mirror, Total Eclipse, and then I did Storm of Searing White Light, and Protection of Techless. Yeah, so we're all good on the casting. Thanks for bearing with me as I do this for the first time, and we're going to go to the movement phase.
Alright, so I'm going to do Intimidate the Invaders for my turn. We'll start with rolling Primal Dice. At a 5, so we'll each get 1. And then let's go ahead and do my healing for... I'm sorry, let's do Heroic Actions. We'll get a command point with the Vampire Lord.
I will do that with Eltharion. Nope.
So I'm at 4, you should be at 3, yep. And then put that command point. I'll just put one of these dice down by the side of him. Let's return models. So these guys will be within 12, wholly within 12 of this grave site, but they can return 3. So it's just these 2 skeletons that went away. These wolves will be able to heal up these. They're within range of a grave site, but I can't actually add models to it after the fact because they had wounds allocated. And then these wolves will be too far away from a hero to heal. In the meantime, let's go ahead and let's do some casting. So I'm going to start with Belladama. She's +1 to her cast, and she's going to do Under the Killing Moon. I got it with a 11.
An 11, eh?
I'll throw dice at it. Why not? Let's throw 2 primals at it. Sure.
Dose primals.
Okay, so there's a 6, so it can't be stopped then.
Yep. Cool. Means I don't have to do anything.
So that's a 24-inch range on her, and that is 6s to hit are 2 hits.
Nice. Exploding 6s.
Yep. And then let's go ahead and do... let's do Spirit Gale with her as well. On a 4 to a 5, no luck there.
Okay.
And then final cast with the Vampire will be Mystic Shield.
Auto unbind?
Yep. All right. That is casting. That is me returning units, so that'll be it for my hero phase. All right, so just kind of moved up the wolves and skeletons to get out of my deployment zone to count for the battle tactic. So I've got the bats over here for 1, wolves here, skeletons, and wolves here for 4. Radikar, Vampire Lord, and Belladonna will still be touching into the deployment zone enough, but that'll be Intimidate the Invaders for a 4, 2, 3. Otherwise, I don't have any shooting. It's at least not on the board anyways. I'm not going to put the Graveguard down yet, so I will
Exciting
score...
game. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Yeah, I'll score 1, 2, not more, and my battle tactic for 4 points.
Cool. Well, 4-4 going into the big old roll-off. Not sure who goes next, even if I win it or you win it.
You got the roll.
Yeah, well, I got the roll, so I get the choice. I really got to think deep on this one. So you'll see who is going to be taking the turn in a minute. Well, for you, just a couple seconds. So I decided to give away the turn. I don't think there's enough that I can accomplish that I want it. And I think you would have made the same choice if you had won priority, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So without the dragon and the Graveguard being on the board, and like he's still just far enough away that I can't really get onto his objectives, in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense to take the turn, and I'm kind of still set up in my screen hoping that at least one of those comes down. We'll see. So, Soulblight turn 2.
Yeah. We'll start. I got 2 command points, so I'll give you 3. Let's do Primal Dice. I got a 4.
And a 4.
Looks like we got 2 each. And then let's go ahead and I'm going to do Callous Overlord For my battle tactic, my heroic action, I'm going to do my once per game Virkos action to...
You're picking the bats, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Just to clarify, for his battle tactic, the bats have to die by the end of the turn.
They should be okay to dive into those sword masters or spearmen or horses or all of the above.
Yeah, or all three.
Yeah,
I left you just the right gap for that.
yeah, should be enough.
Want to make sure you could have some battle.
So the key on the heroic action is once per game I can summon a unit of 10 wolves. They have to set up wholly within 9 inches of a hero, of a Virkos hero, but all of mine are. So let's see, what do we think? Let's do from Radikar, I believe. That's probably okay. And I will set a mark from your guy here, so not an issue. These are the old direwolves, so you'll be able to tell the difference here.
For sure. I like the old models too.
Yeah, they're not bad. Okay, so that'll be my heroic action. Your heroic action, sir?
I'll do a command point from Eltharion. No.
All right, and then I have some healing I can do finally. So these guys are now within range of a hero, so I'll clean this wound off of them. And then I will go into casting, I believe.
Looks like you are within 30 of Teclis.
I agree.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with the Spirit Gale with the Vampire. Let's do Mystic Shield. 5 on that, so it'll go.
I will use the Cathlar.
Sure.
+1 on this.
Looks good to me.
Sure does.
All right, Belladonna will have 2 at +1, so we'll go ahead and do Under the Killing Moon from her. She will fail that. And then let's go ahead and do...
It's your last spell, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to auto-unbind it.
sure.
So it doesn't really matter. Which
Yeah,
pick.
so it doesn't. There's no point in casting anything to potentially be at risk for a miscast. So
Yeah.
that will be it for the hero phase. I've done my heroic actions and brought on the wolves, and we have a battle tactic out. So my casting is done.
Let's do
Looks
it.
good to me.
Move it, move it.
All right, so we're back here after movement. As you can see, I moved those bats from the right side up to be able to charge into a good killy block to get my battle tactic. I had my zombie dragon land from the sky. He does have a 12-inch breath weapon, so I'll be able to breathe that on the Dawn Riders there. They are within range of Teclis's protection, that's fine. I spent a command point to have Radikar run. He can charge afterwards, so hopefully I'll be able to get both him and the wolves into that unit after the fact. Otherwise, just kind of...
I redeployed here.
Yeah.
Just move 3 inches forward, try and get them closer to things I want them getting into.
Sure. And then I just kind of readjusted these skeletons over a little bit.
Yeah, and one thing we have to correct before we move on to the rest of the turn, because we have these little circles, those are not full 6 inch, so we actually did have 3 units here, including those Blade Lords. They're not now, but they were. And then the Blade Lords would have counted on this objective too. So I did actually have to roll mortal wounds on all of these guys.
Sure.
So we're going to start right here. On a 4-up, they will take mortal wounds. Yes, D3 for 3. So now we'll protection a Teclis them. 5. So I believe they are 1 wound, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll lose 2 dudes.
You can probably do the Blade Lords counting as just 1.
Because they're
objective.
only on 1.
Yeah,
okay.
they wouldn't contest both.
Yeah,
so
that's a
you
good
can
point.
actually save those if you wanted to.
Yeah,
it's,
I'll
it's
save
either
those.
way, I guess.
I appreciate that because I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would just be these 2.
Yeah.
Because they would count on both. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we'll roll for the Blade Lords then. On a 4, yes. D3, 3, 5s,
Whoops.
1. So we'll lose, I think 2 there. I think they're 1 wound. I'll double check that in a minute. Cathlar on a 4, yes. D3, 3.
Man.
None, so she'll take 3. Ooh, this is turning out to be really brutal. Teclis himself? No. And the other unit? No. Okay. Well, that got less scary, so let's see how many wounds are on the Blade Lords. I think they're 1... Nope, they're 2 wound units, so we'll lose 1 dude on them. Okay. Alrighty. Well, moving on.
Yeah, so I have a shooting attack like I mentioned with the dragon. It's D6 for 5. And this will be 3s and 3s. Cock dice. Getting just one of them. And 3s. Nothing. So easy enough there. That'll be my shooting. So we'll be into charges at this point.
All right, let's do it.
We'll start with the bats. They're the ones I care about most. So they got a 7, which should get them neatly into all of the meat and potatoes here. We'll put them nicely into these Blade Lords. I think they have the highest chance of killing me here.
That makes more sense than the spears.
Yeah, so we'll get them right there. Let's go ahead and charge with Radikar.
This guy should be touching bases.
Sure. We'll start with the wolves, I think. They got a 3, so no luck. I'm not interested in command point rerolling that, so Radikar it is. Getting a nice 12. Woo! So I'll go ahead and send him over to this corner here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that looks good to me. I don't think I care enough about the dragon to readjust that, so yeah, that works.
Wolves aren't charging?
They roll a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay.
I don't want to re-roll that, so.
That makes sense. And you're not going to roll the dragon.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
looks good to me.
No monstrous rampages, right? He's not
Correct.
a monster?
Correct.
Okay, so now we're going into combat.
Yep.
So where do you want to start?
I'm going to start with Radikar himself.
Makes sense to me.
So,
I assume he's got decent Ren, so I will all-out defense.
yeah, it's not bad. So he has 6
And
attacks.
I'm not in Shining Company right
Sure.
now, because I was trying to screen.
Sure. He has 6 attacks with himself and then 6 attacks with his minions. His attacks are 3s, 3s, 2 Ren, 2 damage. His minions are 3s, 3s, 1 Ren, 2 damage. If his claws roll a 6, it's 2 mortal wounds. And then finish. I don't know if I mind too much about trying to all-out attack this, so I'll just do his attacks base at 3s and 3s. So it looks like so far 4 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And then missing with 1. And then 3 on the wound roll for 1 at 2 rend, 2 damage.
2 Rend.
Yep.
So that'll be 3 goes to 5. Saved.
Nice. And then
These are
his
my ward saves.
minion attacks. Hitting with 5 and wounding with 3. And this is 1 rend, 2 damage.
Okay, so 4s. I'll save 2 of those. 2 damage, you said?
That is correct.
Okay, so 6 ward saves?
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. So 5s on ward saves. We'll save 2 of those. So that'll be 2 models, because I believe they're 2 wounds.
Yep.
So that'll be 2 models down. I can't pull out of combat with him, so we'll pull this guy here. And then, what's the banner do? Reroll Battle Shock. Okay, well that's decent. I'll pull this guy. All right. Yeah, might as well. They were gonna die anyway. But then again, I don't have to really pile too many in.
Nope.
So I can just choose not to pile in with the Blade Lords.
Good.
I'm gonna pile in with the horses because I just want to get some extra movement this way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try and keep as many out of combat as I can. So just gonna pile like here, so I'm outside of an inch.
Yep.
Here. This one will go to full. And this one will go to full. We'll start with those horses. Everything is 1 inch except for the lance. Yep, they're all armed with the lance. Including, well, nope, the leader has the sword. So the Steed Master has the Guardian Sword. He's outside of an inch, so he won't be in.
Sure.
But I do have, he's not the lance guy. So I just have the one. The one horse is in. Okay. So Sunmetal Lance will just be 1 attack. And then Dashing Hooves will be 2 attacks. So this will be 3s. They do have Power of Hish, because I did get that off. So unmodified hit roll of 5 for the Sunmetal weapons. So that'll be a mortal wound and the attack sequence ends.
Okay.
And then I have the horses. And there's no hits on the horses.
All right. So that's it there.
Yep, just 1 mortal wound.
1 ward on a 6-up. Fail it.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead and let's pile in, I think. As much as I can anyways. So I'm going to go around this way. This way. And that bat will stay there in combat with those horses.
Makes sense.
Might be able to go to the front of your base, which will get him within 1 inch. No, still out. So that's all good. All well and good. So in that regard, I will keep him within 3 of these spearmen because they will have to fight him then. So I now have these spears touched.
All the spears.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the spears touched.
Cool.
And then we'll go 2 into the Blade Lords and 1 into the horses.
Okay.
So bats are 3 attacks each.
Blade Lords will be -1 to hit.
Sure. 2 attacks each at 4s and 4s. So the horses, I'm sorry, 3 attacks? 3 attacks each at 4s and 4s. On the horses, all hit. And 2 wounds, no rend, 2 damage.
Into the horses?
Yep.
Oh, they're 2 damage?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 save. Save 1, take 1.
Okay, that's 2.
Okay.
And then the bats into the Blade Lords. These will be now 5s and 4s because you have Shining Company, correct?
Yes.
All right, so those miss, 2 hit, and no wounds.
Okay, so we got 2 ward saves.
Yep.
Oh, that's cocked. Missed. Dang, the cocked one was a 5.
That's how it goes, right?
All right, so lose a horse. Okay. And then we're doing a whole bunch over there. So they're done. I'm just going to go over here first and get this out of the way.
Yeah.
So we're going to pile in. Don't want to pile in too far, actually. There we go. Wish I could pile backwards so I could get them touching 2 bases, but it's not going to happen. Just want to get a little bit closer, but maintain coherency. Alright, so that'll be within 1 inch. Well, I guess I didn't need to. He has the lance, but that'll get the horse in too. Alright, so we've got lances. There's 2 of them. So it'll be 3s and 4s. That'll be straight through to a mortal wound.
Okay. -1 to hit and wound just from here on.
Okay, good to know. The 6 went straight through
Yeah,
anyway,
you're good.
so we're good there. So -1 to hit and wound?
Yep.
Okay, so 4 horse attacks. These will be 5s and 5s then. I don't believe Sunmetal weapons count for them. Hey,
Nice.
2 of them through. No rend.
4 up saves. Got both? 1 each?
1 each. And then the mortal.
Yep, I got 3 damage, 6s. Nope,
Okay.
3.
Then we are going to, because you're all done with your attacks, so it's really just on me. Man, I want to kill them now because all the spears and everything are in combat. But I don't want to kill them because they're your battle tactic, and that's really actually more important. So I'm not going to pile in with either of the spears.
Sure.
So I'm just going to leave them there, which will keep me tied up, which is annoying, but it is what it is. And then we'll go with the Blade Lords. Let me see what the range is on their weapons here. I think it's 1 inch, but it might be 2, which would make sense since they're in a big block there. It is 2 inches. So the only one that's not 2 is the leader guy, but I think we equipped him with the big sword, so I think he is as well. Yeah, they're all big swords, so they'll all be 2 inches. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. No. So 6 of them are in. And then I gotta pick their mode. How many wounds are those things?
3 each.
3 each, and there's 6, so I could just do 6 mortal wounds. What's their bravery?
10?
10. So if you lose 2, you're a pretty good chance of. Well, you still wouldn't fail.
No, I won't. Can't fail it.
So yeah, I'll just do the flurry or whatever the special one is. Perfect strike.
Sure.
So roll 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On a 2, that wound. Oh, that's the wrong one. On a 2, the target suffers 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're not doing the flurry. So that'll be 5 mortals.
6 upwards. 2 save, so I'll lose a bat. And a wound will carry.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's it for combat.
I think the spearmen do have to fight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, because they
So
have,
you'll just have
they
a-
have range. I
Yeah, you
forgot.
have 1 extra attack.
Makes
but-
sense with the giant spear. Yeah, they're 3-inch range. I'm just not used to
I think
something
it's just
being
1
3
guy,
inch.
but
No, this guy's in. There's 2. So that'll be 2 sets of Warden's Pikes. They do have some metal weapons, but they don't have Power of Hish.
Mhm.
If the target unit made a charge move, add 1 to wound rolls for attacks made with its units. So you made a charge move.
I did.
So I will be +1 to wound.
Okay.
And improve rend by 1. Okay. So I'm +1 to wound and improving rend. So this will be 3s and 3s. -1 rend, 1 damage. 4 attacks. So that's 2 hit. And 2 wounds.
Rend 1
Rend 1, 1 damage.
at 6 upwards, straight through the armor save. Failing 2, lose another bat.
Whew. Almost. Alright. I
Cool.
did combat there.
Yep, looks
Cool.
good to me.
Alrighty.
I don't know if your
Battle
forces can
shock?
fail battle shock, maybe?
The horses, let's see. First we got to do the battle plan thing though,
Yeah.
which will affect more of the battle shock. Yeah, their bravery 7, so they get to re-roll because of the banner, which is good to know. Alright, so let's measure this. So we definitely have more than 3 here. So what's going to be affected is your bat, my guy, my guy, my guy, and then there's only 2 over there, so we're good. So you roll for your bat. On a 4-up, it'll take D3,
Yeah,
and then I've got my units, which I guess I can do that while you're looking stuff up.
sure.
We're going with the spears. 4, yes. D3. 3. I've rolled a 3 on all those. That's great.
Yeah, so it's just so you're aware, on a 4-up, each unit will take it, so you just roll for the damage separately after the 4-up.
No, because
Did that change?
they in the app they have it updated here,
Okay.
where it says roll separately for each unit.
Yeah, it still says roll separately for each. I don't know if you roll a 4-up separately for each, though. Or you roll, I don't know why you would.
So you just roll a 4-up and then everything takes it?
Yeah, roll the D3 separately for each.
Oh, that's a weird wording.
I mean, it makes sense to limit rolls, but I don't know that for a fact, so I'll let you choose either way.
Rolls? Yeah, that's a really weird wording. On a 4-up, each unit contesting suffers D3. It's like, in my mind, that's you roll a 4-up for each unit.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's blowing up, right?
So it's just the 1-4?
yeah, 1 4-up, and then each unit will take D3.
Okay,
But
well,
I don't
then we did something wrong before then, so we'll just play it that way from now on.
Yeah, however
from
it's
now on.
interpreted, I don't mind.
So it was 3 mortal wounds to everything.
Each
Oh, we
thing
rolled a
will-
D3
yeah,
for
the
each.
D3 will be rolled separately. That there's
Internet, if you know how this is really supposed to be played, let us know. But yeah, so we rolled the 4, it's exploded.
Yep.
I rolled a 3 for my guys, so they take 3 mortal wounds.
Yep. And then
And
damage
then-
for each of yours, and then I'll roll my bat.
Yep. And then I have to roll my
On 2.
ward save.
Yep.
My ward save, I had 1-5, so I'll lose 2 dudes.
And my bat will take 2. I'll have 1 wound remaining.
Ooh, that was close.
Yep. I had a shot.
All right, so D3 on the Cathalar. 3. Oh man. Maybe I should have healed it with my heroic
Ouch.
action. I think it just died. And that's my general too.
Ouch.
Oh boy. Yeah. The Cathalar is dead.
Ouch.
That's rough. Oh, it's got the I don't think the artifact works on
The
itself.
Phoenix Stone.
I don't think the Phoenix Stone works on the person carrying it. Oh man. To another friendly Realmlords hero.
Brutal.
This is brutal. Okie dokie. Techless D3. 2.
Hey,
He'll ward both. Well, that's good.
Good for him.
Well, the Cathalar was not for this world. Okie dokie. Go to bravery. Let's see here. We've got the horses here. They lost 2.
Good to go.
They're good. Those horses can't fail because they're bravery 7.
Yep.
We'll roll for the unit there. 5. Let's see what the bravery is. 5 plus 2 is 7. They have bravery 6. And they don't have like a banner or anything, I don't see. So we will lose 1.
Okay.
All right. Blade Lords are good. They've only lost 1.
Yeah.
And that was actually technically from the turn before when we were supposed to do the mortal wounds.
Yep.
So, scoring.
Great. So I'll drop my battle tactics. So 1, 2 points for me.
2
I don't
points.
Have, yep. I don't have more. So
6 to 4.
Yep.
Going into my turn 2.
Looks good.
All right, let's do it. Alrighty, so you want to try and dispel, right?
Yeah.
We'll start there.
All right. We'll go ahead and try to get rid of it. The
That
vampire.
way we don't forget.
We'll do Belladonna. She's got a +1. Yeah. Good enough.
All right, mirror's gone. Okie dokie. So from there, I'm going to do Intimidate the Invaders as my battle tactic. We're going to roll for these magic dice. Okay, that's super cocked. Okay, so we both get 2 more.
Yeah. Got a mountain.
I've got 4, you got 4. And then we got to go in and start doing heroic actions. I don't need to heal anybody, which I probably should have done that with the Cathlar last turn. But I did not expect it to die. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles. So we'll do a command point. And I do get 1 for the turn. So I'll be up to 2. And I rolled a 1, so even with the 2 up, still failed.
Yeah. I'll try to clean this wound off of Belladonna, and I will.
Cool. Then we have to go in and start doing more techless things. This time, probably still going to do Storm just to try and clear off this bat. But I don't know if Radikar is in range. Do you... Here, let me turn the tape measure. So there's 18.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. I think that's probably worth it, even though there's only a couple of things here. At least I can try and get rid of the bat and then him as well.
He's got 12 wounds, so...
Yeah, but I mean, not get rid of him, but like get some damage on him.
Sure.
So, all right, we'll do that. So, Storm with Searing White Light. I just want to get rid of this bat, so hopefully I can. A 2.
D3, I think.
D3. 2.
Yep, see ya.
Sweet. And then Radikar. A 6. Been getting those on the heroes.
Yeah.
D6. 6?
Nice 6.
Woo! Spicy.
Save 1 of those.
Cool.
5.
That was spicy. Obviously, Protection to Techless. That's just an auto every turn. Total Eclipse. But you can try and unbind these. So there's a 10 on Protection, which is next.
Yeah, we'll try 2. Belladonna's got +1. And I can throw those at that, so we'll see.
Which is kind of a downside too.
3. That's a long way to go.
Kind of a downside to the auto casting.
8. There it is.
Okay, Total Eclipse.
I've got 1 more unbind. My range looks good to me.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, we'll do it. It's a 9, so 1 dice, maybe? 10, 11? Got it.
Okie dokie.
I've got 1 left and no unbinds for it, so...
Man, maybe I should have changed the thing to 2, where it would be a casting roll of 12. Because now I'm down to 2, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, Searing White Light, so 1, right?
Yeah. You could have tried to unbind that one.
Yeah, I could have, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's my fault for going too fast. So, Mystic Shield on a 10.
Sweet. You don't have any other...
You're out of them? Okay. Although, Protection and Total Eclipse are probably more important than Searing White Light was anyway, so you probably wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'll rested 6 mortal wounds every time, I think.
Yeah, we'll put that on... Oh, he's ethereal. I can't do that. We'll put it on the Blade Lords. Alrighty, and then we've got Power Fish. Yes. You have no unbinds?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Here, Power Fish. 12. And then
Wow.
Power Fish. No. And Power Fish. Another 12. Cool.
Pretty good if you can get it.
All right, so everybody but this back group. And then we got to go to good old movement. And we'll show you what I have decided to do. All right, things have been moved. Radicor got a nice big old 6 on a redeploy after I retreated with the horses. I was trying to get Altharion into him to finish him off because he has 6 moons taken. But, alas, it's not going to happen. So, you have something to do, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to bring back half of the unit of bats that just died. 4 or better. And I
Nice.
do. It's a 3 or better on my turn.
You
so-
round up.
Yep. So it'll end up being 2 bats. And they can come in just outside of 3 of you. They do have to come in from a grave site. However, I'm just going to be kind of prepping for next turn. So we'll go ahead and we'll put them over here, I think.
They have to be on a gravesite?
Yeah, I'm going to probably try to aim for this one.
Okay.
As far as I can anyways. It's 12 inches, I
Here,
believe.
I gotcha. Yeah, you're right there.
I want to stay, obviously, outside of 12 of Veltharion, so he can't make a silly charge.
You're right at 12 right now.
Friendly graves.
So if you go full 12.
Oh, wholly within 12 of a friendly Soulblight Gravelords hero or gravesite.
Oh, yeah, you're good
so,
then.
Yeah, I'm going to throw him back here then.
Cool.
Just to keep him off, out of the way.
Makes sense to me.
Great.
Ready?
Good enough?
Shooting? Then charging?
Yeah.
All right. Teclis is actually in range for his shot now.
Yep.
So we'll shoot it there. It's 1 shot, 2s and 2s. Hits. Wounds.
Damage?
-3 d6.
Straight through.
4.
6 aboard. Ooh, big time.
Wow.
Take 1 damage.
Well done. Altharion does a little shooty, I
Yep.
believe. Or is it gone now? Searing darts. In your shooting phase, pick one enemy with an 18 that is visible and roll a dice. I'll pick Radicor.
-1 hit and wound.
And on a 2 through 4 or on a 5? On a 1, nothing happened. Glad we came. All right. So, no other shooting. We're going to go to charging. Let's start with... Not really worried about Altharion right now. I'm more worried about trying to get over there. So
Sure.
let's do the Blade Lords. 6.
Looks good to me.
Yep, so this guy will go right up in here. I'm gonna do this now on camera because it's going to affect how the other things charge. Actually, we'll go this way with them. And then these two will go here. Everybody's touching bases for Shining Company. All right, let's go with the horses now. 9.
Nice charge.
Getting the charges, that's good. We're just going to go straight forward. Shining Company is a tough mechanic to play with. Just because of the positioning and touching, actual physically touching bases. All right, now let's see what we can do with Altharion. 8. I'm going to go that far. Or do I want to go this way? Actually drag in the dragon. Get it? Drag in the dragon.
I get it.
Although technically it's drag on, right? Like a drag on, because it's an O, but we say drag in. Let's do it.
Tomato, tomato, my guy.
Yeah, but I won't get any attacks into him, so I don't know if I want to tie him up. Maybe. That's a Vampire Lord, right?
No, just a regular zombie dragon.
Oh, that's not as scary.
No, it's much less scary.
Okay, good. That's good to know. Alrighty. Charging is done. There's no monstrous rampages to be had right now. So now I got to decide where we're going to start. If I don't start with Altharion, you're going to pile in and block me from getting to the dragon, which I think is okay. Maybe you do that, maybe you don't. I really want to get more models onto that objective over there, though, to take
Sure.
it so that I can score points. So
Yeah, let's blow it up.
let's do that. We'll try and blow myself up some more. I've been good at that today. going to be interesting. The nice thing is these things have 2-inch reach. So
That's
even,
good.
even in a block of 10, you can get a lot of them in.
Yep.
Should actually be able to get the whole unit in. Okie dokie. Going to their attack profile, so we're probably going to do the flurry of blows because you're 2 wounds apiece, right?
I am.
See how that works here. We're going to try and figure this out. Add 1 to the attacks if there's 5 to 9. Add 2 to the attacks if there's 10. Do you have 10?
I do.
Okay, so we plus 2 attacks. They do have sun metal weapons, so that'll be going off on 6s.
Yep.
And
I
then,
think that's the Mystic Shield.
yes, Mystic
Okay.
Shield.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have power fish.
It's not the 5-up. Gotcha.
Yep. I don't know. Can you give power hish to him with one of the other units? I'll have to look that up. We're not going to do it for today. But I have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 times 5. So 41 attacks because of the leader. So this is 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're going to roll 20 dice and then we'll do it again. Add 1 more for flavor. All right, this is 2s and 3s, so no need for an all-out attack or anything. Got a few 1s in there. 5 of them. And then 3s to wound. Ooh, there was 2 6s. I did not see the rest before I picked
That's
it up.
fine.
I
Let's
saw
get 2
2
off to the
so,
side.
So, yep, 2 go in. Straight through, sentimental weapons.
Is it on top of?
I believe that ends the sequence. Always. Yeah, ends the sequence, so I gotta reroll this. Take 2 out. Okay, 3s to wound. Okie dokie. That is 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't think there's any rend. Let me double check. There's no rend.
Okay.
But I gotta redo the whole sequence.
What's that?
I was looking at the Sun Metal dual blades when I did that. They're
Oh.
supposed to be 3s and 3s and 2 attacks, so it'll be 4. So that's 36 attacks, not 40.
Okay.
So I did that whole thing wrong. So take those.
Okay.
Take those back. 5, 10, 15, 20, but we've got 36 this time. So I'll just grab enough to have the right amount. 25, 26, 30. Yep, 36, okay. So now we don't have to do any double rolling. 6s to hit, we'll go straight through to Immortal. 3s and 3s. Apologize for the viewers having to watch me redo all this stuff, but we want to do it right. So, 3s. 3 mortal wounds. Pull those out. Let's pull all the misses. Okie dokie. 3s again. All right. 10 go through.
Rend?
No rend.
5 ups. And then adding in these 3 mortal wounds for 6 upwards. Ooh, wow. I'm getting pretty lucky with these, I think. 1, 2.5. So 3 rolls will die.
Nice.
1 and 2.
Okay. Thought I'd get a little more out of that 36 dice, but
That's how it happens sometimes, right?
it sure is. I am Shining Company.
Yeah. I think I go here still. I think you had a good call. Let's try and block him from getting into me.
Yeah, because I'll just tie up the dragon. I mean,
Yeah.
the dragon's unlikely to kill the light. But I think it still made sense to go first over there. I might be wrong. We'll see what happens with whoever wins the turn and what happens to the dragon, you know?
Sure. It's not gonna be a big coherence if you're doing that. Just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 being the Doom Wolf.
Okay.
2, 4, 5. 4s and 4s. Any minuses?
Not for the light.
Okay. Got 3 for you. No rend.
So spirit armor, so 3 up save. I will make one of those. How much is the damage?
1 each.
Okay, so those will go through. I am definitely outside of the protection. I don't think he has his own ward save. Oh yeah, he's really good into the big dragon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because you can pick like a mode and he'll have straight damage characteristic at 3 instead of... Or no, attacks. Yeah, he doesn't have a ward, so he'll take the 2.
Okay.
And protection isn't up anyway, I missed that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, so let's go with those horses. I'm not going to pile them in. There's no reason to do that. The lances are in range for the 2 in the front. The third one, I guess I could pile in just a little.
Sure.
Just to
Yeah,
make
you're
sure
good.
the horse is in. And then I'll have 3 horses. So we'll start with the 3 horses. 6. Is there any minuses or anything?
Nope.
So this will be 4s and 4s. 3 hits. 1 whip. No red.
Saved. Got up.
Okay. Start of the combat phase, Deathly Furrows. Add 1 to the attacks if it can only target a unit with 1 or 2 and does not have a mount. So you don't have a mount, so I'm going to get +1 attacks on
Yeah.
the lances, so there'll be 2 attacks apiece now. And then if they made a charge move, I add 1 to wound and 1 to rend.
Great.
So there'll be 1 rend now.
Okay.
And I'll be on 3s and 3s, and I will have 8, 9 attacks because of the leader.
I'll go to 6 up saves.
And then this will be 3s and 3s. And then some metal weapons will go off on 5s.
Okay.
Whoa.
Nice.
5 mortals, 4 hits, 4 wounds.
6 up saves.
That's 1 damage each.
Adding that to the 5 mortal wounds. Man, I'm getting lucky, I think, here. 1, 2 wolves.
Well done.
Wow.
50% on 6s.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, now you got your wolves, and then I got the light.
Yeah, so they'll fight. Both are in Shining Company, yeah?
Yes, both are shining company.
I'll just keep 4 here into the horses. 1 being the Doom Wolf. 4s and 4s. So 5s and 4s. 2. And 1. And then...
1.
Yep.
This
Rend.
is into who?
The horses.
It's failed.
And then 1 into the... them, but they miss. Into the swords.
Damage.
Nothing. I'm sorry, 1.
Okay. Horse in the back will take the damage. That's a 4. I'll change it to a 1. Then we're going to go over here. We'll pile in with the light. Obviously, I can't get that monster in, but I can kind of make it hard for Radicard to get out of there.
Is he in 3?
No.
Okay.
I'm keeping him out.
Making sure.
Yep. I'd rather you be forced to charge me versus taking damage for no reason. So we'll go Fang Sword of Eltharion. Add 1 to wound rolls when he charges. In addition, an unmodified wound of 6 causes a mortal wound in addition. So these will be 2s and 2s.
Great.
6s on the wound roll matter. 3 hits. 1 mortal wound in addition. You have 3 saves at -3, 3 damage.
Okay, straight through.
So 9, 10 total on that one. And then we've got the Selenari Blade, which is the one that has to do with monsters. And making hit rolls. In addition, if the unmodified hit roll for 6, that scores 2 hits. Oh, so I should have had an extra hit there, but we won't go back for that. I should have read all the rules first. So, Selenari Blade, this will be 2s, 6s matter. Okay, 1 hit. And I don't think that does anything on the wound for that one. No.
Rend.
It's only on the Fang Sword. This is Rend 1.
6s. Fail it.
3 damage.
6 ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. All right.
Yeah, he hits like a truck.
5.5. Do that. Okay.
That's all she wrote. So we just have Battle Shock. Definitely going to have that one blowing up because we have 3 units on it.
Yep.
Do the honors, sir.
Oh yeah. 4 up.
Boom.
That's good.
All right. You want to roll the mortal wounds for everything?
Sure. Let me see here real quick. Belladonna will be able to shrug these off to the wolves.
Okay.
So we'll start with her.
And
She'll
I think
take 1.
I think the horses are up. Horses are up.
I guess actually she'll be able to pile in and fight too.
Oh, yeah. True.
So we'll do that before.
Yeah. Glad we caught
And
that.
we'll keep in mind 1 damage coming to her.
Got it.
She's not the best in combat, but we'll see if she can plink a couple of wounds across to you. -1 to hit because you're a Shining Company.
Yes, sir.
Will mean that she is 4 attacks at 3s and 3s. So 4s and 3s. Nothing. And then 6 attacks with her wolf at 4s and 4s. So 5s and 4s. 1 and 1. No rend.
I'm going to all out defense because I have
Sure.
it's the end of the battle round.
Yeah.
So what was the rend?
1. Or, I'm sorry, none.
Just 1 save? No,
Yep.
no rend? Okay, so 3 up. Missed.
1 damage.
Okay.
That's all.
All
right.
Nobody has any wounds there, so. Good
Um,
wound.
I'll just have her take the ward, so on a 6 up, she'll fail it, take 1 damage.
Okay. And then mortal wounds on my guys, so we'll do the ward. Right. Okay, so at least 2.
The wolves take 3. Wow, man, they're hot on that roll.
You sure are. Did you get 2?
Yeah,
Ooh, man. The horses are out.
sure.
But I am Alumnia, so these guys do count as 2 on objectives.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I should hold that objective from
Yeah,
you.
probably.
Yeah, because you only have 5 wolves and they only count as 1, right?
Yep.
Yep, so I will hold the objective. So I will score a full 5 this turn.
Nice.
And
I have some battle shocks to take, I think. We'll start with spending my triumph to save them, and then we'll roll it here. 3 on top of the 6 that are gone, so 9, we're good.
cool. All right. Yeah, so it'll be, my score is 9. Your score is 6.
Yep.
Going into a roll-off.
Priority roll.
I got a 1. You got a
To
2.
me.
Very good for you.
Yeah, I think I need to take it. I think I can capitalize enough. And your spells are still down, so I will get 2 command points, and then I think you'll get 2 as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take the
No
turn.
general.
Sweet. All right, so I'm going to end up going with Led into the Maelstrom. I have 2 command points. Sean has 2 command points, and we will do our primal dice. I got a 2. 4. All right, so we each get 1 primal dice. I will do my heroic action. I will do the Kin of the Wolf, which I believe is what this is. Let me make sure I have the name right. It's the Virkos special one. Pack Alpha, sorry. So I will be able to add D3 wolves to that unit for 3, which is pretty good. And then I will pick them as one of my 3 targets to heal. So we'll start healing here, D3 wounds, it'll clean that. Healing here up to D3, I'll get 1 model back. I'll get 1 extra model because I'm within 12 of the gravesite. So I will be back to full on the wolves.
Nice.
And then that will be the healing for the army so far.
Command point from Teklos.
Yep. Oh, 2 in a
Ouch.
row.
Ouch.
Okay, That'll go to spellcasting. So we will start with, we'll go Mystic Shield here. I got it with a 7. Nice
No.
stop. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Under the Killing Moon with Belladama. On a 9. Yeah, we'll throw it. Why not?
Auto.
Okay. And then we will do Curse of Lycanthropy with Belladama. On a 7. 8. Nice stop. Alright, so no spells.
2 good stops.
And that will do it for the hero phase. Okay. Alright, so with that, movement phase is done. I've retreated Belladama out a little bit, still keeping her in range to be warded by those wolves. I moved the Vampire Lord and the Skeletons within, or to the 3-inch mark for these Blade Lords. Spread out these Dire Wolves out finally now that they can move, just to kind of zone in case he decides to teleport anything. Flip the dragon over. He'll be able to breathe within 12. So we've got Altharion, the horses, and possibly even them. Brought on the Graveguard, and then swung Radikar around the backside of the terrain piece over there. Overall, just kind of keeping the spacing good on my army, and then looking to charge with Battle Line Hero, and then Hero over there, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get to shooting. I'll start with the dragon. He makes D6 shots.
Who's it going into?
For 1. Let's put it into the horses, I guess. Are they Shining Company still?
They are now.
Okay. We'll put it on Altharion, then why not?
Let me see if Shining Company works in shooting.
I missed. Doesn't matter.
I would assume it does, but still going to look it up while you make your other decisions.
That'll be it for shooting, so it'll go to charges at this point.
Let's do it.
We'll start with...
Yeah, it always is on.
Great. Start with the Vampire Lord. He'll get the 3, exactly what he needed. Right there. We will charge with the Skeletons, getting a 7. So I'm going to go basically the length of his army here.
We'll come back after he's done
Yeah,
moving those.
charging.
We had to turn it back on. Okay,
Yeah.
you finished this charge.
Yep.
We forgot to turn the camera back on before he rolled these, but he did
Yeah.
get an 11. We just rolled it and we're like, oh no, camera.
Whoops.
So here we go. Yeah, you'll get most of the unit in.
Yeah. Dragon. 6.
Yep.
Put it on the frontage.
Winning that turn order was huge there.
Think so. And we'll see what Radikar looks like. Oh, big 8.
Oh man. We'll see how Lumineth survives this. I have a feeling it's not going to go in my favor right now.
Over here.
Teclis just has not done enough this game.
Yeah.
You know, having his spells unbound, I should have probably rethought that through and done 2 spells instead of 4. Just got excited about auto casting.
Hey, it happens. With that, Monstrous Rampages. And
Yeah.
then I have one thing at the top of combat to give out for the +1 attack.
All right.
So we'll do Monstrous Rampages. I will start with... let's roar there. I do.
Okay.
And then that'll be it.
Yep.
We'll give out +1 attack to these Skeletons from the Vampire Lord.
Cool. And then what was the other thing you had to do? Was the +1 attack?
Yep, +1 attack and Monstrous Rampages. I'm good to go.
All right. Where are you starting?
All right. Probably go with... Man, I don't know. Do these guys have the better weapons?
Yes, they have power fish. The only ones that didn't get the power was the one of the horses. Yeah, it was the horses.
Okay.
That didn't have the power.
Yeah, I'll go here. We'll see. I don't know. Well, I'm cautious, but we'll go with these Graveguard. They're the damage of the list, so let's make sure that they actually do the damage as much as possible, anyways. All right. So
Whole unit's getting in 2-inch reach.
Yep. So deal on these guys: 4s, 3s, 1 rend, 2 damage. 6s to wound will do a mortal wound in addition to. I am going to all-out attack them for my last command point to counteract the -1 to hit, so we'll stay at 4s and 3s.
Cool.
And then we will go ahead with 41 dice. So here's 21. Looking for 4s. Alright, so these miss here. Here's another group. And then these will be 3s to wound. And the 6s will count for a mortal wound in addition.
Okay. So, well, I don't have any words now. I'll just keep track right here.
So I've got 6 saves for you and 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
And then we'll do that roll again minus the additional dice. 6 and 1,
Keeping
right?
track of the wounds right here.
Okay, great. And again, looking for 4s. I think that was a better roll than last time.
Yeah, looks good.
And then looking for 3s.
These 2 damage too?
They are.
Oh boy, I don't think they're surviving this.
So 5 total mortal wounds. And then 5,
Yeah, that's most of the unit
10,
already.
and 11 there. So 17 saves and 5 mortal wounds.
Ouch. I don't think I need to roll this. Yep, they're dead. Because the 5 mortals put me down to only 2 guys left anyway. So yeah, I just had to miss 1 save. Alright, they did. Now it's my go.
Yep.
Probably go with the Blade Lords, yeah. Oh, man, what's the save on the skeletons versus the wolves?
They're both 5s.
Both 5s.
Yeah.
More likely, do you have the 5 up board now?
No. Yes, I take that back. Because
Yeah.
my Vampire Lord, it will be wholly within 9, so we're good. Wolves are just out. Skeletons are just in, wolves are just out.
Okay, so we're going into wolves then. So I'm going to do probably Flurry of Blows again. That'll put me to 4. They don't have the Power of Hish, but they do have some metal weapons. So that'll be 3s and 3s. We will. What's the rend on the skeletons?
1, because I'll be fighting with
I
more models in my unit than your unit.
I have Mystic Shield. Should probably use all-out defense. I got to keep them around as much as I can. So we'll not do all-out attack. So we're going to go. This will be 4 attacks apiece. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be 29 total with the leader. So we're just going to go right into the wolves with everything. 29. Okay. And then 6s to hit. We'll have a mortal wound, and then the attack sequence ends. Okay, good amount of mortal wounds in there this time.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Trying not to break the dragon's wings. Blade Lords are pretty good.
I like them.
I do too. 8. And that is no rend.
These are on the wolves, correct?
Yes, everything's into the wolf.
5 up saves. And damage 1.
Yes.
Okay, so adding 5 to the 6, I got 11.
Okay.
Oops. Looking for 6s on these. Man. Those wolves are on
They don't wanna
fire.
die.
3.5.
You're just going to bring him back.
That was the 3 that I brought back.
They did like basically the same amount of. I think maybe I did a little more damage that time. Oh man.
I'm gonna go with
What is dead may never die.
Yeah, apparently. I'm gonna go with Radikar. Try to heal up some wounds on him if I can.
Does he do that through combat?
He will, yeah. Any damage he deals, he can heal potentially
Nice.
with the hunger. So 6 attacks on him. I should have stayed outside of 3, right?
Yeah, I was just making sure. I know you meant to. That's why I bumped it a
3s
little.
and 3s. This will do 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
And 2 at 2 rend, 2 damage.
Save one.
So 4 so far.
Yep.
And then 6 more at 3s and 3s. No 6s do anything on this. 5 for you there. 1 red and 2 damage.
Dead.
All right, so how many wounds were in that unit?
6 total at the start of the turn.
Okay, so I will be able to, with the hunger, you can heal up to the number of wounds allocated to this unit equal to the wounds and mortal wounds caused by those attacks. So up to a number of 6, so I'll heal 6.
So you got 2 left?
Yep.
Or 2 still?
2 on.
Yeah, 2 still. Okay. Man, try and file the horses away. This guy will be getting around the corner a little bit.
Will he be-
Yeah,
you won't be able to leave, right?
Can't do that.
He won't be able to leave here, yeah?
I can't pile around the unit.
Will these close enough or no?
I'll let you choose the unit you're piling into.
Yeah, but it has to be the closest, or to the closest one. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm asking.
I'm not entirely sure either.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look it up, so we'll just do that. I'll leave this guy in the back so I maintain Shining Company.
Sure.
I'm going to go out into the wolves again.
Sure.
We don't have the charge bonus this time, but they still get their flurry thing, whatever that's called, Deathly Furrows. So they'll be +1 to attack, because your attack's characteristic of 1. So it'll be 2 on the spears each, and then +1 for the leader. I don't get the +1 to wound. We will all attack though. So that'll put me to 2s, and then 5s and 6s will go straight through to a mortal.
Yes, sir.
So 2 straight through.
The wolves will be in range now for the
1 save.
5 up. 1 save.
Yes.
Fail it.
1 damage. And then we got the horses, which will be just 3 of them. 1.
5 up save. Saving. 3 damage. 5 up now because the phylactery will now be within range. Failing all though.
Hey! We did it!
1, 2 wolves.
Okay.
All right.
You got wolves and Altharian over there?
This is
And
done, yeah?
The skeletons? No, you have your skeletons. I'm done over
Yeah,
there.
you're done though. So
Yeah,
I'll do this.
So you just
then.
have the wolves there and then the rest of it.
Probably too far to care. And 3 will get me to the inch. So 4 wolves. Doom wolf involved. 2. 4s and 4s. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Alright. We will crack back. So the Sonari Blade will be 2s, 6s explode. Those will both hit. And then 3s to wound. 1 wound at -1.
6s. Fail it.
And then I no longer get the +1 to wound on the Fang Sword because I didn't charge.
Okay.
So
What was damage on that?
3 damage. 3. Add 1 to wound rolls if this made a charge move. In addition, the unmodified wound roll for an attack is 6. Does that mean if he charges he still gets it or no?
In addition. You're
okay.
good. You have
So
it.
so it'll be 6s to hit explode, 6s to wound, do a mortal wound in addition. Okay, so we got 1 explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all hit because they're hitting on 2s. That would have got 3s this time. And all wound, but no 6s. So that'll be 5 at -3.
Straight through.
3 damage each.
Nice. 15. And 3. See ya.
Well, someone here can do some damage. Okie dokie. So now we just have the big one.
Yep. Skeletons.
Skeletons, Vampire Lord, Wolves.
I can chain reaction. Oh. Technically, so can you, but we haven't done that yet.
Chain.
Yeah, you can do 2 activations normally.
Oh, that's a key rule to Lumineth, too.
Whoops.
Oh, well. That didn't actually change anything. So
No, overall
we're
it
good.
does not.
No, it didn't change anything at all in the whole game.
No, I don't think so.
No, because of the way it's been going
Yeah.
back and forth, I don't think it changes a single thing.
All right, Vampire,
Because
5.
both of these went before anything over here did anyway.
Yeah. 3s and 3s into them. Shining Company, yes.
Yes.
3s and 3s, so 4s and 3s. 2 at 1 run, 2 damage.
Oh, this was the all-out defense unit
Yeah.
that I saved that for. So, what's the run again?
2. I'm
Two.
sorry, 1.
1.
1 at
so
2 damage.
They'll still be at 3s because they have Mystic Shield still. And I will roll Snake Eyes.
4 damage there.
Oh boy.
And then,
I want to pull, actually, from this direction.
sure. And then I will pile in as much as I can with these guys to get a few extra attacks anyways.
You know what I haven't been using all game too?
What's that?
I guarantee somebody's going to comment on this as they rightfully should. My Aether Quartz. Other key rule.
That's pretty key, you're right. Space. Good. And that's probably good enough for me. Alright, so I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 out.
Yeah, the +1 save would have been big.
12.
I knew there was something I was forgetting.
15 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there.
Okay.
Champion is here.
And they're -1 run.
They will be, yes, because I'll be fighting
Okay.
a unit that is
So
less
I will
model.
use this unit's Aether Quartz for a +1 save. They're good because they have Mystic Shield and all-out defense.
6 models there, making 12 attacks. 12 attacks into the horses. -1 to hit, yes?
Yes.
5s and 4s.
So they will be -1 to their bravery now.
Who's that? Oh, your guys.
The horses, because I used the Aether Quartz.
Copy. 3s to wound now, sorry.
Okay.
2 at 1 rend on your horses.
Okay, so 4s goes to 3s, and then back to 4s. Miss them both.
1 damage each.
One and 2.
Alright, and then I got 15 guys into the Blade Lords, so I will have 31 attacks.
Alright. Last one to hit, and then I'm +2 to save.
Yep, 5s and 3s.
So I'll be saving on 3s. Hopefully I can find a 3. I got 5s. Okay.
Okay, good to me.
Yep.
And 3s to wound. Six. Rend 1.
Take 1.
Okay.
1 damage?
Yep.
Okay. This guy here will have it.
Good enough.
Alrighty. We're all done with everything other than Battle Shock, so would you be... would you roll a 4, please?
Yeah.
Like, actually, don't actually roll a 4. But.
Hey.
Alright, I think the horses are still out.
Probably.
They are. So it's just my Blade Guard, or Blade Lords. 1!
Nice.
Cool. So this guy's dead. And then you got your units.
Yep. I'll start with Beldama. She'll take 3. Let's ward those into the dogs, or try to, so on a 3 or better. They will take all 3. I'll roll their mortal wounds and take them away. 1 extra there and a 6-up ward for them. Now a 5-up ward because of the factory. So they'll take 4 total, lose 2 wolves. And then Vampire Lord. He will take 2. Taking both. And the skeletons will take 3.
All the rolls for that all game have been big.
1 save, 2 take. I'll go into.
Alright, and then we have Battle Shock. So I have to roll for the Blade Lords. 5 plus 3 is 8, so I will lose 1 more.
Let's see.
Roll for my horses. They're good, because I only lost 1. I would have had to roll high for that to affect them.
7 dogs died. 10, we're good.
All right.
And then not enough skeletons died.
Things are not looking up for the Lumineth Realmlords.
And then in terms of battle tactics, charge with both of these, and they're both still in combat, so we're good there.
Yep. So you got your battle tactic.
Yep.
You hold more.
Yeah, now 1, 2. I took this one back because he's worth 10 now.
Yep.
And then I own that one now too.
Yep. So and you own this one.
Yep.
So you have 6 total, or right now, plus 5 is 11. So it's going to be 11 to 9.
Yep.
Going into the bottom of round 3. And then we might be able to just call it from there, depending on how that turn goes.
Sure.
So let's jump into Lumineth Realmlords, turn 3. Lumineth, turn 3. So I'm going to do Hishmade Manifest. Complete it if there are 2 or more endless spells from your army on the battlefield at the end of this turn. It does not clearly say whether or not they have to be the Lumineth ones specifically. I do have 2 endless spells in my list, but they are the generic ones. So I'm going to do it. Kyle and I agreed that it's okay for this game.
That works for me.
And if we're wrong, please comment and let me know. Moving on from there, we have heroic actions. So probably try and heal up the Light of Eltharion, I suppose. Oh, I don't have any command points.
Don't roll a 1.
Techless command point.
There it is.
We got the command point.
Okay.
Okay, what's yours?
I don't know. Let's go ahead and let's get a command point as well. Do it with Radikar. No, I'll keep it on Vampire Lord. I do not.
Okay, so from here, I'm going to do Techless's spells. And we didn't roll for magic dice. No. Actually, hoping
one.
for this to be a no.
Nada.
That's good. Okay. So then you got to roll 10s naturally to stop me if I do all 4, and I think I need to do all 4. I'm way too far behind. So let's start off with the mirror.
Okay.
Part of my
Stop
battle
it.
tactic. Yeah.
This is cast from who?
Techless.
Yeah, I'll try to stop it. Try it with Belladonna. She's got a +1. 9, 10.
Ooh, close. Okay. I guess like something like that.
Sure.
Should get pretty much everything. Make sure Radikar's in. So we get that. It's there. Get everything except for Belladonna.
Just so you are aware, Radikar can move if he takes any damage in a phase.
That's interesting.
So I just want to. He didn't take it that first time. He was susceptible, so he couldn't. But
Thank you for letting me know. We'll do Storm of Searing. Well,
he might be.
Can move.
Yeah, he's got to be more than 12 inches from enemy units, though. So I got to see. But
Okay, he's not.
okay,
So
you're
then,
good.
yeah, I'm gonna leave it where it is. Okay, we'll do the Storm. I'm gonna. Do you want to try and unbind it? I still have.
No,
another
I'm on
spell.
a.
You're gonna save it for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for protection and
Okay.
that.
So I'm gonna do Storm last because it has so many dice to roll. So
Sure.
let's do Protection.
Okay, try to stop it with the Vampire Lord. No luck.
Okay, and then Total Eclipse,
That's fine.
and then I'm gonna have to roll for this one.
Yep.
That is a 6, 7, 8.
All right, Belladonna, +1. No luck.
Whew, got it. All right, so we've got Geminids coming in, and we still have to roll for everybody for Storm. So let's do Radikar's start. No.
Safe.
Dragon. D6. 2.
6s. Saves
It's
1, takes 1.
5s and 6s, right? Let's double check. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. Storm of Searing Blade. Yeah, 5s and 6s are D6. Okay, Graveyard. D3. 30.
6s. Take 2.
Skeletons. No. Wolves. Yes. 1.
Fail it.
Vampire Lord. Yes. D6. 2. Come on, give me some big ones.
Saves 1, takes 1.
Don't you have a 5?
It's only on the summonables.
Okay. And then that unit of wolves over there does not take them. Man. Really need a Techless to do more to this game. This is rough. Okay. So next thing I have to do is set up the Geminids and then move those. So I'll just do that as part of movement here. And see if I can score some points. Doesn't look like I can, but we'll figure it out. Okie dokie. So Geminids flew over the Graveguard. I did get the 2, so they can't issue or receive commands. Move Teclis here. Move these guys over. Try and go after the Graveguard. Eltharion kind of moved over here to deal with what the heck is going on over here. And then, yeah, we got to roll some shooting. So start with Teclis.
Before you do, I'm going to try to bring back 5
Oh, yeah.
wolves
Yep.
on a 4-up. I do.
Okay.
So let's just be annoying, I guess. And we'll go within 12 here, just outside of 3. And they can't move, they can't pile in, they can't do anything like that. But
they can hold
it
an
can count as 5.
Yep, that's annoying. I was really hoping, I don't think I can clear both of them, but I was hoping to maybe do that. Well, actually I just have to clear the dragon, so now it doesn't matter. I'd have to go into both. Interesting. Okay, we're going to go with Teclis into them. Yep. 2s and 2s. It's... doesn't wound.
The classic Teclis.
And then Eltharion is going to shoot at them as well with his 1. Okay, well, it's a dice game. I retreated here too. So let's roll some charges. Yep. We'll start with Teclis, I suppose.
Sure.
11. Don't need an 11, but I got it. And then we'll go with the Wardens. Roll the 3, which if I had reversed that order, that would have been better, because I only have 1 command point. I got to try and get rid of the Graveguard, so I'm going to try and reroll the charge.
Yeah, I think you do.
5. That'll get me in there.
Should be.
Yep. Just enough. So that'll finish that guy there. I'm going to roll Eltharion, and then I'll finish moving those guys off camera. Eltharion's in.
Nailed it.
I don't think I kill the dragon and the wolves. I think I have to put everything into the dragon to kill the dragon. But I'm going to put this in here like this.
Yep.
And then see what happens.
Sure.
So, yeah, I'm going to move these guys and then we'll be back.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Blade Lords are going bye-bye, most likely. We're going to start with my double activation using these 2 units. And, yeah, we're going to start. I'm not going to pile in with Teclis at all. I do need to pile in here, which I probably should have just done that before I turned the camera back on. But hey, we're here now. But I got to maintain Shining Company.
Yeah, you'll still get to pile in with Teclis after the fact if I pull away from him. So,
Well, they go at the same time.
yeah, but you'll still, you do activate them. And when you activate them, your fight ability is, pile in is included in that. And you made a charge too, so you'll get a pile in.
All right. So, piling in. And then we got to go to the attacks. So they charged, but you did not charge. They do have power of... oh, I didn't roll for the... Oh, no, I used them to cast that,
Yep.
so they don't have Power Fish. That was from the turn before. So it'll just be regular 6s. Everything else is just what's on here. So Warden's Pike will be 20 attacks total, because there's 2 of them. And then, well, actually, it'll be 18 attacks, and then the Champion's Blade, which he is badly positioned, so he won't be getting in, actually. So it'll be everybody but the Champion, so it'll just be 18 attacks.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 18. I will use the Aether Quartz on them, so they'll be -1 bravery for +1 to hit.
Okay.
So this will be 2s and 4s. Yep, 2s and 4s.
2 mortals.
Yep, 2 mortals, please. Thank you for pointing that out. And 4s. 6. No rep.
5 ups on these.
1 each.
And 2 mortal wounds. I'll have 7 total damage. And 6s for 1. So I'll lose 6 guys.
Thankfully you didn't have your crazy rolls on there.
Yeah.
So now I can pile on the Teclis.
Yep, absolutely.
Spears. Okay. And then we're going to go 3s and 3s. Does Teclis get an Aether Quartz?
I don't know. I think you can only use one per phase, though, so.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Once per phase. Yeah, he does get an Aether Quartz. That's good to know.
Nice.
Okay. So, this will be Moonlight or Moonbright Talons, 3s and 3s. Come on. Let's get these all through. Come on, give me 4. Hey! This is -2, 2 damage each.
Straight through for 8.
8. And then we've got Sword of Teclis, which is 4s. 1 hit and 2s. And 1 wound at -3.
Okay, straight through.
D3. 3. Nice. Good work.
So 5, 8.
Not bad.
Not bad. 6, 7.
And then you can't receive commands, so maybe some of them run.
Probably go.
All right, now it's your turn to pick a unit.
All right. Go with these skeletons here, I suppose.
Pile in, and then I'll just pull them.
Yeah, and they get the +1 attack too from him.
Yeah, so just pile them in, and then you can pull those models out of there. And then I'm gonna choose a target for. I gotta kill the friggin' dragon. I wanted to put some attacks into the wolves, but I need the Fang Sword to go into the dragon, and I would need all 4 to go through. So I have to put all the attacks into the dragon.
Okay, all out to defense
Yeah.
from Radikar.
Okay, because if I split any of the attacks off, I'm playing a really close game on dice. So here we go.
Fire for effect.
Yep. 1/6, so that does explode. Those all hit. 6s will do mortals. 1/6 is a mortal in addition.
2 6s.
This is the Fang Sword. I did get the +1 to wound right now, so
Sure.
that'll be 4 at -3.
3 up to 4, 5, 6. 6s. Not a 1.
That is 3 damage each.
Okay.
So 12 damage.
All right. We got 1 left.
And then the Selenari Blade. 2s. Whew. Come on, 3s. Got one. That was cocked. That's why I rerolled it. -1.
4s.
Woo! Got it. It's
Damage.
2d3. 3.
Okay. And we're looking for 6s here. Let's see. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's got 1 left.
Come on. Give me a break. Oh well. We tried. With that thing living, I don't know. Go ahead with your Graveguard. Or obviously you can go over there too. It doesn't matter.
Everything's done, right?
Yeah, order doesn't matter now.
So yeah, Graveguard, I guess. 4 dudes. Champion's gone in there, so 8 attacks.
-1 to hit.
5s and 3s. 2 and 1.
Rend.
1.
They're 4 up to 5, so we're good.
Okay, good enough.
Cool. Survived.
Yeah.
And then you got these guys.
Yeah, I guess the zombie dragon. So 3 attacks with his snapping maw at 4s and 3s. 2. Nothing else otherwise there. 3s, nothing. And then Swordlight Claws now down to 4.
I definitely made the right choice putting all the attacks into them.
I think so. And I missed everything there.
Oh, wow.
Wolves,
Yep.
I suppose, now. They can't pile in, so 1 attack, because they were just summoned on.
Oh, they can't pile in?
Correct.
Oh, that's weird.
1 hits and does not wound.
Okay.
Yeah, it's when they're brought on from the gravesite after they've been destroyed, and they're within that, or they're just outside of that 3 inches. They can't pile in. They cannot charge. Nothing.
Oh,
They can
interesting.
fight, but only if you go into them.
No, I didn't know that. All right, we have 3 units here and there.
Yep.
So my turn, so I guess I'll roll the 4s, and hopefully they're not 4s. For the middle one? No.
Safe.
For the one with Altharion? Yes. I'll roll for Altharian. 1. 5 up. No.
Okay. Wolves. Yes, for 3. 6s. Takes 1. Wolf will die. Or saves 1, I'm sorry. Dragon with 1 wound left. Takes 1. And that's cocked. And he dies. All right.
Okay. Then we have
And
Battle Shock.
Radikar. Radikar will take damage
Radikar
too.
too. Yeah, that's right.
He'll take 3.
Hey, we got the dragon. That's cool.
1, 2 damage on him.
2.
Yep. Thank you.
It's up to 4 taken. These guys are gone.
Cool.
Battle Shock there.
Yeah. They have to take damage too. D3.
These guys. Yeah, thanks.
You
it didn't go off there.
Yep,
Yeah, no.
You're correct. I have to roll here. This is what I've got 4 on. And we're safe.
Okay.
Okay. Battle Shock there, lost 16. And the rest. I don't have any command points to save them, so
So do I fail my battle tactic then?
I don't know.
It was charge a hero in a battle line, and then they still have to be in combat, right?
Hero charged, right?
Yep.
Looks good to me.
So he counts.
Yeah. One of them has to be in combat, not both.
Got it. Okay, I thought it was both. Cool. So got the battle tactic. Hold 2, so we'll score 4. So 14 to 12, right?
I think so. 11? 11. I had 11.
That'd be 13 to 11 then. Because I had 9.
4, 2.
Because I went
5.
4, 5, so I had 9.
Yeah, I had 11.
Yeah, so I have 13. So 13 to 11. I knew there was a 2-point differential. Okay, so big roll off. If I can double here, I might be able to do something.
5.
5?
That goes to me.
Yep.
I mean, I'm set up for a battle tactic, which is put things on board edges.
Yeah.
On a 3-up, I will be able to bring half the Graveguard back. I don't know. I mean, I'd take it. Just
Yeah,
to
makes
take
sense.
it, right?
All right, cool. Well, you'll figure out what you want to do, and then
Yeah.
we'll come back.
All right, so I'm going to do expand the Grave Empire, expand the Grave Empires. So 2 objectives wholly outside my territory. We're going to try these 2. I don't know if I need to pick them or not, but yeah, just control them, and they have to be contested by a summonable unit. So
And my GHB thing for going second, I chose Altharian, so I'd get another command point. So I'm up to 3, which is great. And you have to remember Total Eclipse is still on
yes,
right now.
sure. All right, onward we go. Let's heal up some things. So we'll start by cleaning this wound. And then let's go ahead and we will heal 2 skeletons back here. And that is from the gravesite, as well as being within range of the hero. And then this one, I'll be able to get a wolf back here. I can't get an additional one because they are a 5-man unit.
Yeah, it makes sense, because that's what they came
yeah.
on as.
Yep. So that is that there. And then I will do a heroic action here to do D3 wolves
I will attempt a command point from Teclis.
for 2.
Another one. That's 3 in a row.
Funny. So I will get 2 of these.
I'm not
wolves
feeling
back.
very commandy. I'm pretty sure that's the correct terminology, right? Commandy.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that will be the start of the hero phase stuff. Let's do a primal dice. I got a 3.
And a
So
1.
no primal dice here.
Which is actually good for Teclis when you don't get them.
Yeah. And then let's go ahead and do let's do Mystic Shield, the vampire. I got a 6, goes off.
I'll use them because they'll have the +1 from Teclis. So try and roll for that one. I do not.
Okay, so I'll put the Mystic Shield up on the skeletons. Let's go ahead and I want to try it, but I don't think Range is 18.
Yeah, they're
Just in. So Belladonna will do the Curse of Lycanthropy.
what's that do?
On a 7, so an 8, it is cast. I can do Mortal Wounds to you, and if I kill any models, it turns into a wolf.
We'll auto unbind that one.
Sure.
And then try for the other one.
Under the Killing Moon. On a 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'll use this unit because they'll get the +1. Got it. 11.
Nice. Okay, so Mystic Shield up here. Otherwise, that's it. Onward we go.
In a little bit of a pickle.
Yeah, probably.
What'd you do?
So pushed up on the right side, I ran with the skeletons. Yeah, it cost me 2 command points, but it put enough models on that objective, and they're summonable, that I'll control it and contest it with a summonable. So regardless of what those wolves do or what I decide to do with those wolves over there, I'll still own that objective. Retreated everything from Altharion over here. Basically, I've got 4 lines of taking that objective off of him.
Yeah,
if I
that
decide to.
objective is not mine for the rest of the game.
Everybody's kind of on except for those bats. They'll jump on if I lose one, and on and on. Was able to bring back 10 Graveguard that I lost last turn on a 3-up roll. And then otherwise, just kind of scoring objectives and seeing what happens. So I don't have any shooting because my dragon's dead. I do have 1 charge I'm going to look at, and it's these wolves over here. And we'll see if it's worthwhile or not. Because I believe they were just out. So if I want them to be in, I got to charge them.
You don't need them to be, though.
I don't, but I'll look at the charge roll and see.
Yeah.
I'll let that be the
Makes sense.
decision.
Well,
I got an 8, so I could go in. Do they have a shield or anything?
What do you mean?
Like, do they have Mystic Shield at all? Or
No, they protection attack was.
okay, they are within protection range.
They have Shining Company.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to, so I'm happy there.
Okay.
I think I'm going to end my turn with 6 points in my battle tactic.
5 points?
I'm sorry, 5 points, yes.
Okay.
5 points with 1, 2 more, and battle tactic. Forgive
So
me.
you're at 16 now to
13.
13. All right. Bottom of 4.
We have to roll for this one, I think, still.
Oh, yeah, we do. It's your turn. You roll.
Yep, so 4 up. We're good. And then everything else is sitting on 1
because these are just
1
2.
or 2.
This
Yep.
is 2. Everything
So-
else is 1.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Why do you have the day off today?
Okie dokie. Here we go. We're going to try and stay in this game. We're going to do Conserve Aether Quartz. I'm going to pick the bats. I have to kill the bats by the end of this turn and not use my Aether Quartz. So we're going to send Altharion on a kill mission. See if we can do that, which will also get him closer to a board edge to try and surround and destroy on turn 5. And then I'm going to do 4 spells of Techless again. The hero phase, I guess we can try and heal Altharion. This is the end of the round, and I know what I'm doing with my command points. So 7, so yeah, he'll heal. D3. 1. What's yours?
Let's get a command point.
And to explain, we rolled the primal dice because it's my turn. I can order the start of the hero phase how I'd like to. I ordered it where we rolled for the primal dice before I decided my battle tactic, because I might have cast a teleport spell. But he positioned Belladonna and those wolves so perfect that it's like a millimeter outside of me being able to teleport onto that objective. But I can run, which is the plan.
Let's go ahead and we'll get a command point, I think. We'll go with Radikar.
Total Eclipse is still up.
Yeah, so I'll need 1 to
You have
spend
1?
it somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, from the turnover.
Yep.
I'll go with the Vampire Lord and take it back. Don't. So no command points this turn.
All right. So for spells, let's do. I think we can start with Storm of Searing White Light.
I'm gonna get rid of these.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll go with Eldama. 6, 7.
7.
Yep.
Good. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll do Storm. Just auto cast on a 10.
Sure.
Do you want to unbind it?
No.
Okay. So Radikar. a 2, so D3. 2 on Radikar.
Takes 2.
I think the bats are out of range. Yes, they are. Wolves, right here. 3. Oh, I'm sorry, D6. 6.
Nice.
Cool. Should have chose them for the target.
Real quick, I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure the mirror goes away, but
Yeah, it's cast on a 6.
5 actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
5.
even better. You said 6 here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
6s, 3 wolves. 2, 3.
I should have chose them as the target because then I wouldn't have as far of a charge because you could potentially redeploy, but you failed it, so Total Eclipse will stop you from that anyway.
Yeah.
All right, so it doesn't really matter.
Unless I unbind Total Eclipse.
Huh?
I get a chance to unbind Total Eclipse, don't I?
Oh yeah, you sure do. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Okay, either way, let's finish this. So Graveguard, D3, 3.
Saves 1, reroll 1 because the banner still fails. 2.
They're up. So skeletons, D3, 2.
Fail and banner. Fail 2.
Wolves, no. And Vampire Lord is out, so is Belladonna. So we're done with that one. So we'll go Protection of Teclis.
So I've got 1 unbind here and I've got 1 unbind here. Let's go ahead and try to stop that with the vampire. I don't.
Total Eclipse.
Belladonna's last. 8, 9. No luck.
You don't want to use your Primal?
Oh, I guess I could, yeah. Yeah, why not? 12.
That's what I figured.
Got it.
Okay. I didn't want to have you forget about that.
I did forget about it.
Yeah. That's what I was worried about. Then I got one more spell with Teclis. I'm not entirely sure which one I want to do with him. So let me think about it real quick and we'll come back. Okay, I'm going to do Transporting Vortex. I can actually, there's just a smidge, like literal, like half of an inch, not even, of space to get 3 models on, and they count as 6. So I'll be able to take that objective, and I'll actually be able to hold 3 this turn, as long as you don't redeploy with them and take that one. But you're probably going to save your redeploy for the bats, because that's my battle tactic.
Sure.
So we're going to reposition these guys, and then before I do that though, actually it doesn't matter necessarily the order, but they still get to cast their spell, so they're going to cast Power Hish. They'll get that on a 7, you have no more unbinds. So
Good to go.
they're good to go, and then they'll do Power Fish as well. They rolled a 4, 5, so they will get it as well. So both Power Hished. Now we're going to move them, and then do the movement phase and show you where it's all at. Alrighty, well, I'm going to hold 3 objectives, but I made a big mistake. He rolled a 6 on the redeploy. Yeah, if I had picked the Wolves, I wouldn't have even had to move Altharion, and then there wouldn't have been a redeploy at all, because it would only been like a 4 or 5 inch charge. Instead, I'm looking at like an 11, 12 inch charge now. So it is what it is. We'll see if it costs me the game. We're going to move into shooting. So Altharion will shoot at the bats.
Could make the charge harder.
If it kills one.
Yeah.
If it kills the one in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Harder, if
true.
not impossible.
That's true. We'll fire at those wolves then.
Sure.
So D3. 3.
3 mortals?
Yes. Teclis ran, so he's not shooting. I totally forgot to move these horses.
Sure.
So let me measure real quick. Thank you. And then we're going to roll the big old charge with Altharion, see if we can get our battle tactic. I believe in the power of my dice.
Any command points?
Yep, I do, and 1 left. 6.
Even with the run?
I had 2.
Okay,
So I used
copy.
1 for the run. I auto 6 Teclis onto that objective.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah.
No luck.
4 is there. Another 4 is there. Well, we're going to fail battle tactic. I can still use the charge, though. Try and take out the hero. At least give you some combat. That'll be
Sure.
fun. All right, so he'll have 2d3 on the one attack, and then for the damage, because he's a hero.
Yep, -1 hit, one.
-1 to hit and wound?
Yep.
Okay, so that'll put me at 3s and 3s instead of 2s and 2s on the
Yeah.
sword. The 6s will explode.
Yeah.
Wow, terrible roll. 1, -3, 3 damage.
Straight through, 3 damage.
Okay, and then the next sword. So this will be 3s and 4s.
1.
Hits with 1. Wounds, -1.
5s. Fail it.
2d3.
It's 2d3 on 1.
Yes.
Okay.
5. Because he's a hero.
Sure. 6 ups. And 3 there. So I'll take 4. I'll be at 2 left.
You're at 10 total?
Yep.
Okay.
Put that here. That's only combat, right?
Yeah, that's the only combat.
Okay. So let's see if Radikar can heal up any of those. He will pile in around here. Six attacks with his claws. 4 hit. And 3 at 2 rend, 2 damage.
3s. Save 2. Damage is halved, so it goes
Yep,
down
just
to 1.
1.
And I'm outside of protection.
And then this is the minions. No 6s doing anything here. Looking at 3s again. 1 save, 1 rend, 2
Threes.
damage.
Saved.
So I'll heal 1 from that.
I got it.
Thank you.
You don't have to come all the way around. So 9 take.
Sweet.
Alrighty, I'll score 3. So that'll put me up to 16. So we're tied. Yeah,
think so.
That's huge because I had a 2-point lead this whole game because you failed that battle tactic early. So screwed myself pretty hard on that one. But hey, got a round 5 roll off and we'll see where this ends up.
Yeah.
3, 2. It's my choice.
6
Yeah, I think I just take the turn and I'm probably fail mine.
I don't even know what mine is. I think it's the first one.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Surround and destroy. The way this is gonna work, I'm gonna use the one not unbindable auto cast from Teclis for 1 spell, and I'm gonna do Speed of Hish on these horses. These horses are just gonna move all the way over to this corner because they're gonna go 24. So they're gonna be able to go over here when it comes time for the movement phase. Those guys are gonna move over there to hold that objective. Teclis just isn't going to move, so there's no redeploy shenanigans, and he holds that objective. And then we can do 1 combat here with Altharion and that guy just for fun, I think, because I can just pile into the 6. So that'll be the 3 board edges. So, yeah, I'll move those guys in a minute here, and then we'll come back and do this.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I did the pile in already, but I kind of skipped the shooting phase. I think I can maybe stay on the objective and not pile in all the way. Yeah, and I'll still have the surround and destroy. So he'll stay on the objective. We're going to try and shoot that wolf off, and then maybe I can actually hold 4, just make your life a little more difficult. So Teclis shooting at the wolf. Nope. Altharion shooting at the wolf. Yes. D3. For 3.
See ya.
By wolf. My pile-in's already done, so we'll go to combat. -1 to hit and wound, right?
Yep.
Okay, so the Fang Sword. I can +1 to hit here. I
All
don't.
defense.
So I'll +1 to hit with the thing, the Aether Quartz. So I'll use the Aether Quartz here. So hitting on 2s, that's good. This is the Selenar Sword, so 2d3 damage 1, and then wounding on 4s. So we get 1 at -1.
Fail.
Okay, 2d3. That is 4.
And he's dead.
All right. Altharion's Beast. That'll be a 5-point turn. That'll bring me up to 21. So
Sweet.
We'll see what Kyle does to try and get his own 5-point turn. Then it'll come down to the grand strat. Go ahead, Kyle.
So I'm going to take Surround and Destroy, pick 3 friendly units on the battlefield, and complete this tactic at the end of the turn if those units are wholly within 6 inches of a battlefield edge. Yep. So I'm going to choose those bats to own the backboard edge in my opponent's zone. I'm going to have these wolves on this board edge over here, so I'm going to be able to move them 10 inches.
And you can run.
Yeah, and I can run.
They're good.
And then...
Hold this objective, that one.
Yes.
So that's 5.
I'm going to follow up. I do need to move these skeletons just a tad, just to make sure I am the last one to touch the gravesite.
Yep. Your grand strat.
Yeah, for a grand strat.
And
The last gravesite's here.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to move my Vampire Lord. He'll count as 10 on the objective because of the Antorian Locust. And then he will also count.
you already have 3 of them,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
I think I have to control all of them.
You do?
Oh no, control
I think
more.
it's more.
Control
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, so you got it.
And then finally the wolves here. So I'll end up with 1, 2.
Well, you got here, and then
Yep.
those wolves have to go
Yeah,
back.
they'll have to come back.
And then I'm not in range to control that gravesite.
Yeah, and I'll move far enough away that you won't be able to redeploy it.
Okay. So what that means for all of you that were listening to us discuss that is that Kyle will win this game based on his grand strategy. My grand strategy was control the Nexus, so I needed a second wizard in the middle. And I was not able to get that, and then also score enough on objectives. So this was a wonderful game.
Yeah, it's nice.
Came down to a nice mistake, but even without the mistake, you still win it on the grand strat because I
think
wouldn't have
so.
gotten my grand strat. So
That's true. Yeah, I would have
you
been
would've
up by
still
1
won it.
point.
You would have won by 1 instead of 3.
Yep.
That was fun.
Good game, sir.
Thanks for coming
It was
out.
fun.
Great game.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.